right, defense, man. So questions are coming in, of course, is defensive coordinator Coach Livingston, what's it going to look like this year with this defense? You know, the secondary. I've seen some fans on the socials. They got questions. They're wondering if how this secondary is going to look now that Travis Hunter's no longer there, no longer that Colton Hood's gone. It's really on McKinney, who actually I've seen him on a few ballots as potentially, all Big 12 potential. Who's going to take over that second spot, and who do you think is going to be really doing some stuff at the corner position?
I think R.J. Johnson. I always say if you were to draw a corner, that's what you would want him to look like. He's got perfect size. He's a
Mm,
prototype corner. You saw him getting some extra instruction from Prime in the spring. It may have been a little bit of foreshadowing. And when Prime sees something in you, he feels like it's his responsibility to get it out. And I think that's what you'll continue to see with R.J. Johnson. So I think experience. I think he may be the guy. If the season started today, you had to play Georgia Tech tomorrow, he would probably be the guy that you trotted out there first. But I'm interested to see how Tion Parks plays at this level. We know he
that's
came
what I'm wondering.
from a smaller school, but man, he was so productive. A lot of teams wanted him, so I think it's going to be between those two for the other cornerback position.
Yeah, Teion Park is the one that's interesting to me. He feels like a sleeper. I mean, yeah, came from Illinois State, comes from a small school, so I totally understand everybody's, I guess you could say, doubt about him. Because I mean, most fans doubt when a dude comes up from the next division and think, oh, okay. I mean, is he good enough to play? But at the same time, I mean, the Jared Verses of the world do exist, right? The Khalil Macks of the world do exist, where a dude they dominate. They're so dominant down there. They move up and they're like, oh no, he's still that dude. He's still got the talent. So, kind of makes sense that all right, you probably do need to play up here. You shouldn't have been down there for as long as you were. Adding to that, I'm the whole secondary to me. I think it's going to be fine this year. Actually, I think it'll be better in comparison. I mean, that's no shade to even having like Travis out there. It's more of a this secondary feels a lot more complete this year in comparison to last year. Like you've got a dude at every spot, plus you've got somebody right there at the nickel as well. You're not breaking in quote unquote young players. You've got it feels like there's more veteran presence to the secondary this year. So man, I think Coach Matson and them got something that they're working with him and Coach Livingston. I feel like the secondary is probably gonna be a borderline no fly zone.
Mm. I mean, you got the pieces to do it. I think they have to
Yeah.
play together, and I think what makes this secondary better is you've got more athleticism based on the pieces that you have in
Yeah.
some of the roles. And I think that not just because somebody's faster, but you got size involved as well. When you think about um, like a guy like a Terrence Love, 6'2". I think he lost some weight. I think he got down like around 200, 205, but he was playing at 215 at Auburn. But someone who's really transformed their body with the ability, with hopes of playing on top of being able to play the free. You got Carter Stoutmeyer, who's been very versatile. You got Taufik Bayard, who's someone else who a lot of people are excited about. So I think you'll see. I think your rotation at safety to start is probably going to be. It takes three to play. I think your three are some combination of Bayard, Stoutmeyer, and Terrence Love. But the guy that I think that people may be forgetting about that can really play is John Slaughter from Tennessee. I think he's a guy
Ooh.
who played a lot of good football growing up. Someone who has the athleticism, and another guy. Those two Tennessee transfers were transfers that they didn't want to lose. Um,
Yeah.
so I think John Slaughter is somebody as he gets acclimated and plays more and gets used to the system, he's going to be somebody that's going to help you this season.
Yeah, it's crazy when I'm looking at this roster on the defense. You're only bringing in four new bodies to actually play potentially for the
Mm-hmm.
entire defense, but you've majority of the roster is returning, which is dang good. Now, granted, Colorado did go get a whole bunch of transfers over the last few. So they brought in some transfers, but at the same time, man, yeah, this defense is probably going to be turned up, especially when you look at the defensive line, man. So I think I, Is there any position on defense you have questions about going into fall camp that you hope get answered in the
I
next
think
few weeks?
I would say who's your green dot linebacker? Who's the guy who calls it on defense? Um,
Mm,
if you do green dot, because I think you can. I think Silman Craig did a lot helping quarterback in that defense last year. But
agree.
I would say who's your quarterback, and I would think you would want a linebacker if you're having a reset. So what linebacker do you green dot as your quarterback? And I think that's one question I do have. Uh, I'm gonna tell you, like I think Sean Myers has a chance to play a lot, but I think you
Ooh,
roll. I think just I think he'll be in that three.
I can
When
see
you
it.
talk about guys who when you talk about someone who has the ability just to fly downhill and is a really smart player, maybe not the athleticism of a Reggie Hughes or Martavius French. I think those two are your workhorses as far as sideline to sideline. You need somebody to make a play, being able to be in coverage, being able to take care of curl, flat, and hook zone. So I think those are your guys, but I think you need a quarterback. And I would say I just want to know who emerges as the quarterback of the defense.
Yeah, Martavius French was the one I was thinking about, but no, Sean Myers is very interesting. Now, one person I saw a video on the socials that hit not too long ago was a Kylan Salter. Jesus
Mhm.
Christ, that kid is huge. I didn't
Yeah,
know that he was that big.
yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Caden. Did Kylan take all the genes away from him? Like he didn't allow. He's like older brother because that's what it is. It's the younger brother always comes in a lot, comes in bigger, and then
Right.
the next brother usually shows up even bigger. And it's like Jesus. I saw the picture. I was like, I did not realize he was that huge of a human. But he's also only a redshirt sophomore, so
You got time.
he got some time. He
Mhm.
may still an opportunity to come in and take
And the
somebody's
time may
spot,
be
but
now.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
just,
exactly,
just
exactly.
like I said about R.J. Johnson, man. If you want to draw a linebacker, there you go. Send
Yeah,
him off
I think
to us first. Yeah.
yeah, he's one that you would draw. I mean, what 6'2", 230? And I don't think he's 230. He looks like a little bit bigger than that. So he's right there at the prime spot to start to continue to grow and prepare to go to the NFL. Like that's
Hmm.
about the size you want your NFL linebacker to come in at 235, 240, and then of course they're gonna balloon up depending on what type of defensive sets you have. If he's gonna be a run stuffer, you may get him up to 250. If not, have him out there chasing running backs. Yeah, 230, 240. So, yeah, no, this defense is going to be intriguing this year. I think the biggest question I have is just how good this defensive line is going to be. But I think I like the green dot. That's one I'm going to have to investigate and figure out what the hell it's going to look like this year. All right. We got our guy Dukes the Scoop, man. I appreciate you pulling up. Let the people know where to find you and how they can get all your good content, man.
Man, follow me. You can put in Dukes the Scoop. My channel is the Scoop with Dukes on YouTube. So just the Scoop with Dukes, Dukes the Scoop, Scoop and Dukes. You'll find me.
You'll
My
find the man. You go live what days?
Yeah, usually Mondays for sure. And then and you just subscribe, and you might catch me on a Tuesday. You might catch me on a Friday. Who knows? Just just subscribe, and you never know. We always have a good time. And when I go live, it's more so just like kicking it. Like is not as football based. We talk some Colorado, talk some Auburn, talk some Falcons, talk whatever you want to talk about. So, but it's always a good time just to get in, decompress, and have a conversation like you're in the bar, the barbershop from the comfort of
Yeah.
your own home.
And they're just talking ball, man. It's a good time. So make sure y'all pull up, hit the like, subscribe, bell notification. That way you don't miss any of those. And yeah, we'll chop it up soon, folks.